Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, Quivs here, Quivs does stuff. Been a little while since we've been in Starbound, but what I wanted to actually do mostly today was experiment with making better videos rather than live streams. Live streams are live streams, you know, I just sort of open them up and waffle on, but in videos I sort of open them up and waffle on. A lot of that waffle can be cut out, a lot of the unimportant things within the stream, within the video, can be cut out. So you launch missions from here. There is this Dreadwing one. I don't know how easy or hard it is to actually do Dreadwing early. It used to be relatively easy because Dreadwing used to be quite cheesable, but you can't really cheese it anymore. Oh, I know what I may or may not have done. Can I double jump? I can double jump, we'll be fine. So long as you can double jump, you can pretty much get through this. And again, this would be a lot harder if it wasn't for the fact that I've done this several times and know my way around. Now I don't have full health, so I might actually rest in one of these beds for a few minutes. Free health, it's worth it. My food is getting low, as you can see in the top left corner, so I will do something about that before we proceed as well. Already got this baked potato and a meat dumpling on my quick bar, so we'll just use those first, and then if that doesn't fill me up, we'll progress to other foods afterwards. Yep, perfect. Really? I don't have a decent shooty weapon yet? That's amazing. So everything is offline, everything is broken, nothing seems to be working, and you can sort of reboot the system by getting to the other side of this doorway, which you do by going up here, down again, and once you do, you meet your first Urchius, I wouldn't know how to pronounce it, Urchius Horror? This guy. Yes, so they've got this weird thing where they shoot goo at you or something. I'm not actually sure what it is. This is proving to be substantially harder than it should. I don't think this is the ideal weapon for this. It's alright, we should still make it. If you die, you do just sort of, you know, have to respawn and go again. It's not really the end of the world. Oops. The spear is actually not bad. This is normally a lot harder than this. It's got a lot of reach. I guess I just didn't know how to use it for those first few seconds. And now I sort of know what I'm doing, it's not so bad. Oops. What is bad is when you accidentally click on your secondary display and essentially alt-tab yourself out of the game momentarily in the middle of combat. I don't know whether this one pauses or what, but yeah, that was not ideal. This could actually be taken as a low-key walkthrough for this Urchius facility. It's not fully proper, because there are other things you can do. I don't have on this character the force ball, so I can't turn into a Metroidvania style rolly ball that can get everywhere, get into small spaces. You'll pick up a lot of stuff through this. A lot of it's cosmetic. You'll pick up these schematics, which will allow you to craft some of the decor present in this level. Not ideal, still worked. Grab a bit of health while the opportunity presents itself. There is a kind of more than one way to go in these levels as well. Yeah, so that's one of the areas you can only get to as a force ball or whatever this game calls it. I call it a force ball. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's force ball like. I don't even know if that's what it was called in Metroid. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played Metroid. The Nintendo Entertainment System was the actual only console that had Metroid on it at the time. That's how long it's been since I played Metroid. I haven't played any Metroid since Metroid. Every other Metroid is an entire unknown to me. I did know Samus was a woman because Nintendo Magazine, or one of the many magazines, Nintendo Power Up, or I don't know, something with some weird name, had a cheat sheet where it gave you the code for the save game, because of course you couldn't save your game, you just got given a code and then you had to use that code every time you wanted to get back to the place you were before. And they had the code, oh, well, I might as well ignore them. They had the code in there to get to the very end of the game with the whatever level of difficulty things it was that you had to actually do to get to the end of the game and discover that Samus was a female, because that was like some super hard thing that you had to do. But if you did do it, then you would get Samus in essentially a bikini, and she would take her helmet off and show you her long hair. Actually, I think there's like 3 endings. There's a real easy one where you just get the ending credits and a sort of, you know, Samus is cool thing, and there's a slightly more difficult one where you get ending credits, but Samus takes her helmet off and shows the long hair. But I mean, that could be a dude with long hair, considering the graphical fidelity of the 90s on a Nintendo Entertainment System. And then there's one where you can see that it's a chick in a bikini. Why it was a chick in a bikini, I mean, why she had to be in a bikini is more what I'm getting at here. I don't know why. Anyway, it was the 90s. Let's not think too hard about it. It is what it is. Mostly stupid. Alright, so that's how you do this bit. This is a little bit of slight cheese. And I can only do this because I got the double jump before I came here. But yeah. Now it's like everybody knows, oh yeah, Samus is female, Samus is a chick, Samus was always a chick. And it's like, yeah, but nobody knew that in the 90s for frickin' ages. Very few people ever managed to finish the game at all, let alone finish the game and see the super secret ending where you get Samus in a bikini. A few people managed to... Ooh, got me. A few people managed to get the ending where you see Samus has hair. But, I mean, even that. do feel like I've got a sneeze coming on. Alright, so that little thing is actually a save point. So now that this has been activated, if I die and have to restart the mission, I will restart from here. Whereas previously I would have restarted from the very beginning, and all the everything I'd done would have been undone. All the gates and things would be closed again, all the lights would be off. Yeah, pretty slow and painful process, but the spear is actually pretty sweet. Takes a while to learn to use it properly, but now that I know how to use it properly, this spear is pretty sweet. Yeah, so I just picked up a new cosmetic there, and because that slot was empty, it automatically fills it in my inventory when you pick it up. Kind of like in most games when you've got empty quick bar slots. Automatically fills your quick bar slots when you pick up new things that can go on a quick bar slot. This game does both that as well as fill in inventory slots. So in this case, a vanity item. Oh no, it wasn't even a vanity item, it's actually just gone back in. This is only a vanity item, it has no function. But because that slot was empty, it's gone straight into that slot. But yeah, I've got a lot of, these minor and spacesuit vanity items. I don't think I'll be able to get the full set because I don't have the force ball, so I can't actually go small and get the final piece of the vanity item. Otherwise, you'd look like you were in a spacesuit, which is, useless but cool. Right, and then we go down here. I don't remember whether there's anything over here. Was there anything over here? Ah, yes, another force ball slot. I believe that's for more of the vanity pieces. Right, so falling down here without dying, not impossible. Very easy to seriously hurt yourself, not too hard to kill yourself. Alright, so this particular bit I'm about to go through now, this is the actual boss of the Urchurus mining facility. This is how to do the boss. This could stand as a tutorial for a new player who is wondering how to actually beat this boss. So it's a one-way gate, you can't get in and out. So what you want to do is you want to turn on all 4 of these little platforms, which powers up this laser in the middle, and you've got to run away from these laser beams while doing so. So in its first phase, there's just 2 laser beams. They rotate in one direction for a while, and then rotate in the other direction of turning off. Once you've powered up the laser beam, you shoot the gun by pressing E on it. Now there's 2 laser beams, well, 4 laser beams, and they reverse direction faster than they did before. Still got that. Now part 3, there's 4 laser beams, but instead of going, in a constant rotation, they wave backwards and forwards, so you have to sort of hang around, in the middle, and wait for them to stop before you can get past them. Normally when the laser beams stop, it shoots an Urchurus horror, so one of the little dudes with the pink skin, that guy there, into level. So you didn't really see one of him before because I'd stayed safe, as I've managed to do this time. And there we go, that's it. The last Urchurus horror does stick around, but oh well. And then you get to find out from this guy that he was the lone survivor. So not the hardest of boss fights. It does take a little bit to sort of manage the timing and patterns of everything, but the idea is you turn on all 4 of these switches. When all 4 switches are on, the mining laser is powered up and you can fire the laser bolt into the Urcherus Horror Crystal, or whatever it's actually called, I don't know. There's a lot of lore in this game and I haven't read most of it. Bam! Does nothing after the boss fight is completed, but yeah, that's the principle. And it's literally just sort of knowing how to dodge the assorted lasers that the level throws at you at different times. Yeah, that's that. And we'll take all this vanity stuff off because I don't like how it looks anyway. So I will just be selling that on. Got a few manipulator module things. I still don't have anything that I can use to... Right, the last thing you do is touch this, or activate this, and you get an Urcherus crystal, which is what you need to upgrade your ship. So take you back to the outpost rather than back to your ship, even though you launched the mission from your ship. Teleshop, I don't know whether that was open before, but it's open now. And you take the Urcherus crystal to this guy, or at least you go and talk to this guy. He will reward you with a bag for finishing the mission, and his penguins will incompetently fix your ship in a short animation. Now I've got to talk to Esther Bright, so I've got to go to the other side of the arc and talk to that lady again. Now what I really need is either 15 diamonds. I have one. I might have some more in my ship. But lots of diamonds to get a teleporter core. Every now and again you get lucky and you'll find a teleporter core in a loot box. But having a way to get back to your home base, so this home planet where I've set up all my farming and stuff, once I move away from this planet, I don't really have a way of getting back to it unless I've, I literally fly back to it. And that's what we're going to be doing. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go in. This is us here, the little green ship. So that is the planet that we're currently orbiting. Xeris Eclipse 5 with one orbiting body, so it's there and it has a moon. I can bookmark this place by adding a bookmark somehow. Oh yes. Clicking on it. So that's my home planet, so I'm going to add a bookmark called home so I know where this planet is. That way if I fly away to it and I ever want to come back to it, I can find it using the bookmarks. Right. So it takes no fuel to visit the stars within a visit the planets within a single star system. There are other ships floating around. Sometimes they're friendly. You need to use your mech to actually get to those ships. Sometimes they're not friendly and they'll fire upon you. Sometimes they're unknown. There are these weird anomalies, so you don't know what's going to be there until you go there. Sometimes there are places you can visit in the asteroid belt. There are other solar bodies, so planets and whatnot. You can't get to them until you can't see what they are until you actually arrive above them, in space above them. For now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check this. So no breathable atmosphere, but it will have crystal Urcherus fuel, which is good. So we are going to go there by right clicking and we are going to try. Now I don't have any way of breathing on a planet like this, so I will have a breath meter as soon as I arrive. But that's okay because I'm only looking for just a little tiny bit of Urcherus. So we'll just use... Okay, now the gravity is very different. And there is these big monstrous things that actually come looking for you. So the more Urcherus you have in your inventory, the faster he moves towards you. I don't think I'm going to get much more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Before I start suffocating. Oh, I'm suffocating. I gotta get out, gotta get out, gotta get out. There we go. Alright. Yeah, the more Urchurus you have on you, the faster the big Urchurus monster ghost thing finds you. It travels through walls and stuff, it's enormous, and I believe it's immune to all weapons. Not entirely sure about that, but I believe it is. Alright, so we did get a few Urchurus crystals. They will show up here, and they can be added to your fuel pile. Now once you put them here, it isn't actually added to your fuel until you say fuel, and then it'll get added to your fuel repository. And that will allow you to travel between stars. But we don't need to do that just yet, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to a different planet. So let's go to this one. There's another ship there. We could go visit that by doing the mech tutorial, but like I said, we'll do that some other time. So this is very much a similar planet to the one, it's a forest planet, that's why it's highlighted. Very much similar to the planet I was just on. It does have tungsten ore, which is the next set level of ore up. Iron, copper, silver, gold, those are all things I could find on the planet I was on. Was not able to find tungsten, that's new. Also has a moon with no atmosphere and Urchurus, whatever it's supposed to be, I don't really know. Right, so now I'm in orbit of these bodies, but I'm not in orbit of any particular planet, so I can't beam down. So I have to right-click again and go, right, let's orbit this planet with the breathable atmosphere. It also gives you an indication of the kind of rain you can see there. Sometimes snows on this planet. Interesting. But yeah, we'll go down here. Let's change our mission so I don't have to constantly see that. So yeah, test drive. Build a teddy bear, Dreadwing the penguin, and find 10 gold bars. Right, Flora and Artifact. That is the sort of mission that Esther has us doing at the moment. And to do that, you basically have to find Floran stuff. So people of my own race, I have to find stuff and scan it. It's a relatively simple quest. It's pretty easy to accomplish once you know how. We won't be doing too much of that this mission. We might, because there's a good chance we'll just run into some. But let's just have a look at some of the surface of this planet for a while and see what we get. Maybe we'll get some new farming equipment. So yeah, so procedurally generated, entirely different from the planet I was on. Look at these rose trees. Look how dense the forest is, so even the background parallaxes indicate that you're in deep forest basically all the time. Similar sort of ruins. New enemies. I don't know if these are aggressive. They don't look like they are. They don't appear to be. So I won't attack them, because they're not attacking me. Alright, sugarcane seed. That's good. Sugar. Cocoa pod. I don't know whether we had cocoa before, but yeah, now we've got cocoa as well. All good things. All good things. It got dark very quick. I don't know whether this planet maybe has a very short day-night cycle, or whether we just arrived close to night in the first place. Sometimes that can happen. But this planet, or at least this section of the planet, is like chocolate heaven, because there's cocoa and sugar all in one spot. So, I don't know if that's on purpose, it might be. There's a chest down there, I want that chest. Now, I can pick up water now, because I upgraded my thing, and this is healing water. You can tell by the sparkles that come off it. So I'm going to collect all of this, because at some later point I'm going to be able to turn these into healing potions. Well, bottles of healing water. I don't actually use it as much as you'd think, but grab it when you get it, because it's not a very common resource, it's quite rare. Alright, and then I'm going to go down here, because here is a chest with nothing amazing in it. That's a shame. A blueprint, I'll learn that blueprint, because why not? And then it doesn't take up a slot in my inventory anymore. And what did I get? Oh yeah, these flowery vines, which are vanity. They do nothing, they just look cool. They are rare, so they're worth a lot of money. So I'll leave them on me, that way I don't lose them so easily. But yeah, they're not going to really do anything much for me. Plant fiber on these planets, pretty cool looking. Oops, I don't know what I just killed. Oh well. Sorry about it, whatever it was. Oh, and there's some tungsten. Might as well grab that while we're here as well. So that is the new ore. Little triangle bits. And will allow me to upgrade to the next level of armor. I'm just hoping to see if there's anything else really on this planet. A lot of cocoa, a lot of sugar. Both quite nice. This looks... looks like there should be something underground here. Aha, here we go. Secret doors. So this is one of many procedurally generated style dungeons. I have no idea what's going to be in this one. Sometimes they're nothing, sometimes they're good stuff, sometimes they're bad stuff. Yeah, so this tunnel blindly ends. Oh. Are you friendly? Oh. It's a merchant. Why you're underground, I have no idea, but it's a merchant. Egg shoot. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's not a seed, so I wouldn't worry about it. Could sell things to her if I had anything I really cared to sell right now, but I don't really. Maybe that. I don't know how that managed to get away. Some of those, don't need those either. Right, and there are things I can assess here. Those, I was going to say, those are spikes. Can sleep in wagons. Slowly regenerates your health, just like other beds. Even more spikes. It continues. Some lava. Because I can pick up liquids, I can pick up lava. Oops. Oh dear. Oh great. I really screwed that up. Does look like there's stuff under there. I might want to go down there. Ooh. Is that a guillotine? Oh. Well, that's morbid as hell. Can sleep on the guillotine. Free teleporter core, that's what I was talking about. It's absolutely fantastic. We'll definitely take that. Some free new weapons as well, so we can experiment, see what we get. This has proven to be a very, very cool little underground area. Some matter manipulator modules as well. Very nice indeed. What did we get? Telepoker dagger. So this is just a dagger, but let's see what it looks like and what it does. Why not? So very quick attack speed, very close though. And it doesn't have an alternate ability, so that's not great. What about this hammer? Not green, so it's common, but it does more damage than the weapon I had. Oh, it's one-handed. So I can keep the hammer in one hand, the dagger in the other. And yes, the hammer doesn't have a special attack either, it's just a wind up and swing. So hammers, they wind up. You have to hold the button down until it's fully wound and then release for the swing. So I prefer the spear, to be honest. We'll go with a spear. All of that way for one tech card. Jeebus. I did get a free teleporter core. That is not to be sneezed at. That is very worthwhile. It's worth the same as 15 diamond, literally. So, because that's what it costs to buy a teleporter core. So, yeah, can't be very upset about that at all. Right, so I know where this planet is more or less, but now I've got to go home to where all my farming is. So, to do that, I go to this bookmark, and that's the planet that I wanted. So I can right-click on it, and we will travel to it. And then I can beam down and do my extra farming and plant these extra cocoa seeds and all these sugar canes, and start cooking up some sugary goodies eventually. I'll probably have to go back to the... Oh, I tell you what else I can do. Let's go to the outpost. And I should have enough money, enough pixels. And I have a teleporter core, so I can actually buy a teleporter. Yeah, the stone one will look cool on that world. Let's buy the stone one. So now I have a teleporter. Go back to my ship. Oh, beam down to... This is my home planet. And I can place on my home planet this teleporter, which will now allow me to reach this so long as I have access to my ship. If I have access to my ship, I can reach this. It's that simple. Got seeds for anything else? Rice. Potatoes. Plant some potatoes. Oops, that's not a great spot, but it doesn't matter now. Some food that rotted away because I never used it. Yeah, that'll work. Whatever. Right. Yeah, so there's nothing that I can make at the moment. Oh, and I got lucky, it just started to rain, which means I don't need to water any of these crops. I can just go away. So we will. So now you need to bookmark this teleporter. So I will also call this teleporter home. This is now my home planet. I actually want to go to the Ark, so I'll go there. And yeah, if I go into this teleporter, home is now always an option. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. If you did like this video, hit that like button. If you'd like to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, makes it nice and easy to find all the videos, all my live streams all in one place. If you'd like to get notifications when I go live or when I upload a new video, hit that bell icon. And if you didn't like the video, hit that dislike button. That's what it's there for. But if you do hit the dislike button, I would appreciate it if you could leave me a comment. Let me know what it was about the video you didn't like, because there's no way I'm going to improve if people don't tell me what I'm doing wrong. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you in the next one.